Hi guys, today I have a card share and I wanted to make a process video for this card and I just made it really early in the morning. It was just way too dark and the lighting was terrible, so I'm just gonna share with you guys my finished product. And so here's the card, and I made all of this morning. The only thing I had done previously was color in this image, and I like to color in these image stamps first because I think they take the longest, at least for me. So I just did that beforehand, and I kept wondering how to use her. Like, I had an idea for her, but it just wasn't clear, and then this morning it just came to me and I was able to make it. So here's my card, and it is popped up on the sides, and I used a bunch of my stash for this. And I've been trying to use some stamps that I haven't used, and this is one of them. This is the Some Odd Girl, I think she's called Wishes. She's a fairy stamp. I'll check on that. I think she's called Wishes. And I just colored her up with my Spectrum Noirs. I added some diamond stickles to her wings, and some glossy accents to her eyes, and I drew in some pupils because the stamp doesn't have any, so I just drew that in with a black Spectrum Noir and colored her all in with the Spectrum Noir markers. So there she is, and I'm going to show you guys what I used for the rest of it. So anyways, here's the front of the card, and here's the inside. This is a 6x6 inch card. So for all the papers, I used this Bo Bunny Enchanted Garden paper pad, and I think I've only used this once or twice, so I wanted to use it again. So I used a lot of papers from here, and that's what inspired the, oops, got blurry there. That's what inspired the colors that I used on her dress and such. It was from this paper pad. Then I took these out, and I've had these for years, and I haven't used them, I think, for years as well. And I don't know if you guys remember these, but these were called Skittles, and I bought these colors and I haven't used them in years. So I took them out and I used some green ones, and they look like this, and I just haven't used them. After like enamel dots and stuff came out, I really wasn't using these much, but I took them out to use on here. And I just put 3 of them right here on the bottom. Then I used a piece of heart doily from Target, from the Target dollar spot. And I just used parts of it. So I used the part here and another part over here. Then for the stamps, I used the Amy R. Sunny Sentiments, and I used the Happy Thoughts Are Coming Your Way. That's here on the inside. I just stamped that in Memento, I think it's called Bamboo Leaf or Bamboo Green, something like that. So I stamped it there. Then I used the Lawn Fawn Joy to the Woods, and I stamped out a portion of these trees right here with, I stamped them with Distress ink, and here you can see them. And I just, since I stamped them with Distress ink, I was able to just get my water brush and pull out the color from the stamped image and color it that way. And for the top of the trees, I just used my ink blending tool and peeled paint distressing. I also did that for the ground. And then I got my Tim Holtz water brush, and I just blended it out so it looks more like watercolor and not like the ink. So I did that. And for the sky, I used my watercolor palette from Michaels, and I used a little bit of the pearlescent one. I'm not sure if it'll pick it up too much on camera, but I used a tiny bit of it for the sky. Then I used this My Mind's Eye Be Amazing Follow Your Heart stamp, and I haven't used this in a long time either, so I took it out and used this small butterfly right here. And I also used this big flower bunch with different little things on it, and I used that just to give some interest to the trees. So there's the butterflies. I stamped those with, I think it's orange peel distressing. Orange peel? No, that's a Stickles. Spice marmalade. That's what I used. So I stamped those, and then here's the tree stamp with that. And it didn't stamp out too properly, and I was fine with that because I just wanted it to look more like trees. So there's that, and you can see some of the little items like the little birdhouse and the clock. So I was happy with the way that came out. Then I used some stickers. I used these little Sticko gems, and I got these years ago and I used to love using them, and again after enamel dots became popular I just wasn't using them much. So I took them out and used a few on this card, and I just put some here on the inside. Then I used these gems, which I had gotten at a dollar store a few years back, and I used that to frame the frame here. Then I used these stickers, which you can see there's barely any left, from the Dollar Tree, and I got these last year, so I don't think they're no longer available. But I used those for all the flowers you see. So all of these flowers are from there, and also the ones on the inside. So I used a bunch of stickers from there in here. And I just love those, and they have glitter on them. And I used this Sticko sticker sheet, and this I got at Walmart, I think this year or last year. And they're really cute little puffy foxes. And I just put one right here. And I also used a little bit of this. Oh, no, I almost forgot. I used some leaves from here as well. So up there you can see some leaves. And then from this one I used, I think, a mushroom. So I used one of the mushroom, which you can barely see on the card, but I did use it. So it's over here on this side. And you can't even see the other one, but that's what I did. And I also added foam tape around this whole border because I wanted this piece, which I used watercolor paper for, I wanted that to be, what's the word I'm looking for? I want it to be, yeah, I can't think of it, but I just want it to be like deeper than the paper. So I just added foam tape on this whole border, and that way it looks like she's about to go into the forest. So here's my card again. And there's the whole card. And here's the inside. So that's my card for today. Thanks for watching. Bye!